Remy Lansai.
You support Chairman Mao.
I love Chairman Mao.
Wow. Bro, maybe you really should come to China in the future. If you are communist, it's not okay to live in America. You are going to be against by the whole country, maybe.
If there are no communists in America, who's gonna be the fifth column? How is there gonna be revolution? He gets a bad rep over here in the States. China's development was much more peaceful than American development.
Chinese people just work hard to develop our country. Look back to the culture of America or other European countries. They, steal and rob from other countries.
Yeah, it's built off imperialism. Absolutely. Fucking plundered China. They tore China to bits, stealing the hard work of the Chinese people and the Chinese nation.
Yeah.
It was disgusting. And there's another person I got here. Sun Zhongshan.
Whoa, I can see Sun Zhongshan. Wow. Marx, Engels, Lenin, starting. I cannot see Chairman Mao. Wow, you're my bro. In China, they say 同志.
I think that's comrade.
同志 means we have the same goal for our country, our society.
That's beautiful. History is manipulated in American education. I started watching videos about Marxism and dialectical materialism and the way history develops with productive forces and how revolution happens where one class supersedes another. So the growing class now is the working class. That's just not something that is ever taught in American classrooms. Americans are very, very ignorant about history. They know nothing about history, not even American history. And part of that's because of apathy. They are uninterested. And most of the books are just praising American leaders and genocide and doing apologetics for slavery. And most Americans know that and most of the stuff they get taught in history is lies. The more I got familiar with history and the way countries developed, the more I realized that police are not a neutral force. They're defenders of capital. They do the dirty work for the CIA that they're not allowed to do anymore.
I know that socialism and communism is not allowed in America, right?
Absolutely not, no.
You believe communism, if that's okay in America, will you get bullied in school or bullied at work?
Yes. You do get bullied in school a lot. Me reading Stalin or reading Mao and assuming that I am a, Nazi. That is the level of ignorance we're talking here.
It's without American social media?
It's not even social media. It starts in the classroom. There's only 3 economic systems. I never learned about feudalism in school. Capitalism, socialism, and communism. Yeah. Capitalism, when there is no government intervention and the market is free. Yeah. Socialism is when there is a little bit of government intervention and the market is less free. And then there's communism, where the government controls everything and nothing is free. It's the language of manipulation. Yeah. They don't teach you historical development. They teach you propaganda from day one.
They just want to tell you lies.
Absolutely. They also perpetuate the idea that socialists and fascists work together. The idea that the USSR was buddies with Hitler, which is just blatantly false. And they perpetuate anti-communist myths like communism killed 100 million people. They count every Nazi or imperialist who was killed, everyone who died of starvation, everyone who died in prison, counted unborn babies as deaths. That's how crazy these statistics are. If you applied these same standards to capitalism, if you applied these same standards to imperialist countries, the United Kingdom and the United States and France, their number is in the hundreds of millions. In India, the famine in Bengal, the plundering of China, the famine in Ireland, the wiping out of Native Americans, the fucking transatlantic slave trade, this was due to the development of capitalism. And the fact that Americans don't get taught historical development in any meaningful way is the reason for so much ignorance. And the belief that history is a constant march towards freedom. There is no materialism in American academic life. Zero materialism.
The freedom in America is tearing America apart nowadays. I have heard that you got 200 genders.
That is a consequence of capitalism's emphasis on the individual. Does China have a lot of LGBTQ gender stuff?
It's not that much LGBTQs, but, There are some LGBTQ internet celebrities in China, and it's allowed here. LGBTQ is allowed and accepted in China, but most Chinese just stay away from them.
I guess that's another lie we were taught in America. In America, we're taught that LGBTQ people are like persecuted heavily in China by the government, not by like Chinese people. So many myths. They try to blame China for climate change. They try to say that because China has the highest coal output, ignoring the fact that they have the like more renewable energy than any other country, hydropower, more wind power, more solar power, more everything than any other country.
You just want to make the whole world think China is an evil country. Actually, energy assumption per person in China is much lower than that in America or other European countries. What I'm holding?
The quotations from Chairman Mao. You know it's real because they crossed out Lin Biao, and I got the English translation too.
Wow, bro, so cool.
I got Lenin, thick book of everything Lenin ever wrote.
You already work? Or you still attend university?
I got fired from my job because I was a communist.
What the hell?
I got fired from the bakery I was working at because we were being underpaid. It got out that I was trying to unionize the place.
You do your action. Wow, you are true communist. You gonna leave America?
Yeah. If I have the money to do it. Yes, I would love to do university in China. I'd love to take economics, but American economics classes, they don't talk about production. They talk purely about finance in extremely abstract terms.
Manufacturing industries of America all moved out from America to Asian countries like China, Vietnam, India, and America just paid too much attention on finance. That doesn't make any values. Bro, maybe you really should come to China in the future. If you are communists, it's not okay to live in America. You are going to be against by the whole country, maybe.
If there are no communists in America, who's going to be the fifth column? How is there going to be revolution?
Yeah.
Do you believe revolution is impossible in the United States? Do you know about Fred Hampton or the Black Panthers?
Yeah.
Every time there is a revolutionary figure in American politics, they get assassinated.
Black Panther, the actor of Black Panther?
No, not the actor. The Marvel Black Panther. That was made in America to cover up the Black Panther Party for self-defense that existed in the 1960s and 70s. Fred Hampton. Look him up. He was killed in his sleep by the FBI. You know about Anna Louise Strong?
I don't know.
She's the paper tiger lady from The Interview. She's the American.
I know there's a journalist from America have interviewed Chairman Mao a lot and published the book.
Red Star Over China by Edgar Snow. Do you have any favorite books?
I'm a programmer. It's a busy job, so I don't have that much time.
I have the privilege of being unemployed and having a lot of time. How to Be a Good Leader by Zhou Enlai. On the Correct Handling of the Contradictions Among the People. Wage Labor and Capital by Karl Marx. I got Socialism, Utopian and Scientific by Friedrich Engels. I got Dialectical and Historical Materialism and with Socialism or Anarchism by Stalin. I got
You're really doing your study.
Theory is very important.
Maybe you are gonna start a revolution in America, bro. Who knows?